Hey guys, welcome back. Another one for you. This is a clone, a dupe, an impression, an imposter, whatever you want to call it. Oh my god. Just bought some chocolate chai tea and some vanilla chai tea, and I mixed them together to create chocolate vanilla chai tea. Oh, it's fucking delicious. If you like teas, give it a try. I said my back is still killing me, guys. Sorry. This might be a short video. Painkillers. Muscle relaxes and shit. Oh, brutal. Anyway, like I said, it's a dupe. It's a Magic Code Privé. You know what it is. It's a dupe of Acqua di Gio Profumo. This is a bottle. Nice bottle. It's by Mirage brand though, so they're not the best, but this one's okay. One of the few good ones, I guess. Mirage isn't bad, but they're not great. They're not cheap smelling like fucking that. You know, that some of these, you get some of them dollar store knockoffs that are just fucking, you know what I mean? When you spray them, it's nothing but alcohol and a wee bit of fucking generic scent. God, that's good tea. They're not like that or anything. But they're not as good as Preferred or Belcam or Armoff or anything like that. Yeah. Magic Code Privé, their version of Acqua di Gio Profumo. Acqua di Gio. Fuck. Armani Code Profumo. It's a nice bottle. Nice bottle. They even do their batch codes and everything. Nice touch, I guess, but whatever. Very good cap. Look at that. Oh, look. Barely touch it, look. Like, I could almost blow that out of my hand, so don't pick it up by the cap. In the past, I've been kind of hard on Armani Code. I didn't dislike it. I didn't like it. But it's starting to grow on me. You know, sometimes that happens. You get something you don't like. It could be anything. Fucking movie, show, cologne, deodorant, soap, whatever. A shirt you don't like. And you wear it or use it a few times and you start liking it a little more and more and more. Armani Code's starting to grow on me. It's actually a nice scent. Still has that Armani feel to it. You know, I've said before, Armani's got a people say Calvin Klein's got a feel to it. Like, you know, like there's like a DNA in all Calvin Klein scents for the most part. That you know, they call them the king of the light synthetic colognes. To me, Armani's always been, their kind of DNA is a very powdery base, a lot of lavender type in their colognes, and this is no exception. But anyway, that's just me. But I've been really starting to like, I've been wearing Armani Code now, off and on for the last couple months. Really enjoying it. Most people who I wear it around like it. So it's not as bad as I made it out to be last year when I reviewed it. It's grown on me. I never made it out to be that bad anyway. I just, like I said, I always said it didn't smell bad. It just, wasn't for me. So it wasn't like I fucking nailed it to the cross and crucified it or anything. It was just, wasn't for me. It's slowly becoming more I'm slowly starting to appreciate it more. Actually, I'm starting to appreciate it a lot. I really do like Armani Code a lot. Don't love it or anything. You know, it's never, I want to say never, but it's, you know, it's not going to crack my top 10. Probably not even my top 20, but when you have as many colognes as I do, that's still pretty damn good. Well, anyway, let's just get into the authentic. Armani Code Profumo 2016 Oriental Spicy. Accords are aromatic, balsamic, amber, warm spicy, animalic, fresh spicy. Oh, pardon me, tea. The top notes are green mandarin, green apple, and cardamom. Mids, orange blossom, lavender, nutmeg. And the base is tonka, amber, leather, tobacco. Very similar to Armani Code, especially in the dry down. The mid and the dry down. Very similar. I do like this a little better than Armani Code. I went to the store the other day. Actually, went to the store a couple of times after I bought this and wore this. And sprayed on their code, their tester. And pretty close. You know, 85% or so. Pretty close. Armani Code is nice though, man. Like I said, it's starting to grow on me, and this is even a little better. I like it a little better. I find it a little more refined than Code. Very similar to Code, like I said. The dry down is almost is exactly the same. You know, leather, tonka, tobacco, bit of amber. But I mean, it's pretty much the exact same scent in the dry down. And the mid is pretty much the same scent. It's the base that, or the top that's a little bit different. Not even much, just a little. So if you like Code, you're gonna like Profumo. That's just the way it is. I can't see why you wouldn't. It's so close. It's almost a redundant purchase, to tell you the truth, if you already have Code, or if you have Profumo and going to buy Code. Almost redundant. I wouldn't save yourself the money. You don't really need to do that. That's how similar they are to each other. Said a sweeter version, a little sweeter than the original. Has a real, right on, let's get into the spray here. I never showed you that. Nice spray, nice spray. Geez, with that cardamom and nutmeg and that sweetness right off the top, almost a slight 1 million vibe. Don't be afraid. It's not as juicy fruit as 1 million. Maybe even closer to 1 million Privé. Maybe even a little more closer to that than 1 million. But close. Has that same feel off the top as like, basically take 1 million and cut the fucking sugary bubblegum sweetness in half. And that's kind of what you get, which is kind of nice. As I've always said, I like, you know, it's just too sweet for me. And rosy. There's no rose in this. So, yeah. Fuck, that is good tea. That's Christmas tea. That's what it tastes like. Chocolate, vanilla, spicy, herbal chai tea. Tastes like Christmas. Anyway, yeah, it's and that sweetness makes it a little more, what's the word I'm looking for, contemporary, slightly youthful. I don't want to say youthful. Please say youthful. You think you got to be young to wear it. No, slightly more playful than Code. And it's got a thickness to it because of that amber resin. It really does. It's got that, and y'all know what I mean when I say it. If you don't, then you're gonna have to learn, because I can't explain it any more than that. And people who have colognes know what I mean when I say it's got a thickness to it. Creamy thickness. Very nice. Powdery, again, the authentic or this dupe, both of them are powdery. You get that almost from the fucking start to the finish. To me, that's that Armani DNA coming in. They like to make shit powdery. Oh, sorry, this is a stretch my back. Oh, shit. Ow. If you ever hurt your back, guys, it's not fun. You say, geez, you can't really do anything. We're going to get a snowstorm here today, and I don't even know how I'm going to fucking shovel. I'm going to fucking hire somebody for $50 to fucking shovel my driveway, which is not my style, but whatever. Ugh. Anyway, like I was saying, and it dries down, like I said, it's got a bit of that sweetness to it with the tonka and that leather and tobacco. It's just like the authentic. It's a little more thicker smelling with the amber, but it's the authentic. Not a bad scent at all. I like it a wee bit better than Code, but again, I would not. I was debating whether or not to actually buy the authentic, but I have the authentic Code, so I just can't do it myself, and nor would I recommend it if you have the original Code to go out and purchase. I mean, you purchase the dupe if you want. It's not bad. Like I said, it's about 85%. Pretty damn close. So you purchase that for a couple bucks, but I wouldn't purchase the authentic if you not that I'm not recommending it. I am. If you don't have the authentic and you have the money to afford the authentic and you don't have Code already, get the authentic. If you have Code or you don't have the money to go out and get the authentic, then buy this dupe. This is not a bad dupe. We'll get into longevity and everything in a minute. Now the authentic, of course, this doesn't last as long as the authentic. I got to give Code that. Always have. She's a beast. Geez, I got about, well, it's close to 10 hours both times. I tested the authentic and projected for about 2.5 out there too. Good 2 arms lengths away, you know, depending on the length of your arm. I'm a relatively short guy, so maybe an arm and a half for some reason, but for dudes under 6 feet like me, it's a 2 arm length out there. Yeah, and this dupe, on its own, I only got about 3 hours, and it projected for about a half hour, which isn't all that good. Okay for $4, so, but again, I use my unscented moisturizer, 3 or 4 good sprays. Don't rub it in. You can if you want, but I just don't. Kind of just pat it in, you know. Then 3 or 4 more sprays, you know, and I got about 5 hours out of it, which isn't bad at all. And projected for about an hour, hour and a quarter, and projected out there about an arm's length. So that's the thing with dupes, guys. If you're worried about longevity and projection, buy yourself a $3, $4 big fucking tube of fucking. It doesn't have to be any brand name. I've got a couple brand name ones, but I use mostly the fucking Great Value Walmart fucking unscented moisturizer. You get a fucking 3 kilogram tub of it for like $4. It'll last you years. Yeah, as using it daily, it's going to last you fucking at least 1.5 years. I mean, ridiculous. So go out and get yourself, if you want to start saving some money, or you don't have the money. And that's it, guys. Don't trash people. You can't afford shit. I said it before, I'll say it again. Ain't none of us fucking rich fuckers. We all like to save a buck every now and then. That's why I'm not recommending this if you own the authentic. Or if you own the authentic Code. That's why I can't recommend it. Not because I don't like it, just because it's just a redundant waste of money. But on its own, like I said, without the help of the moisturizer, $3 3 hours, half-hour projection with the moisturizer. 5 hours, hour and a quarter projection. Doubles the amount of projection in length and longevity. Yeah, there's not much more to say. It's just a nice scent. It's an everyone scent. You know, people like to age group things. We all know that, you know, like I said, I don't youthful, nothing playful. This is not age-oriented. I could see a young 13, 14-year-old boy all the way up to a 90-year-old man and everything in between wearing this. It's not overly sweet that if you're 50, 60 years old, you're going to smell like you're trying to smell like a teenager, but it's not overly green and powdery. If you are a young teenager, you're going to try to smell like your grandfather. No, it's a nice in-between of both. Very classy, again, but playful, like I said. So it's a good one for everyone. Pretty much every occasion. You can rock it in jeans and a t-shirt, fucking in a fucking tuxedo. And again, everything in between. It's that kind of scent. Not very offensive. But will get you noticed. Like I said, it's every time I've worn this or the Authentic in the last, or even Armani Code in the last couple months, people have, you know, no tons of compliments or anything, but nobody's fucking told me I stink. A couple people told me it smelled nice. So, yeah. So out of 5, the scent, I'm going to give it a 4. It's a nice scent. It really is. Longevity, without the help of the moisturizer, it's getting like a fucking 1.5. With the help, I'm going to give it a 3. Nothing wrong with a scent lasting, as I've said before, you know, 5-6 hours, which this does with the moisturizer. Projects for an hour, hour and a quarter out there, a couple feet. So, with the moisturizer, like I said, a 3. Yeah, total rating, I go a 3.5 out of 5. It's slightly above average. Not great. Not knock your socks off. But it's okay. It's a little better than okay, I guess. And I said for fucking $4, man. I mean, Mirage don't make the best. But this one I got to give them when they do it right. They did this one right. A good scent. Little help from moisturizer. Good longevity. Good projection. All that jazz. I will say though, if you're going to be in a office type environment or a school type environment or somewhere where you're really close to people, go a little easier on the trigger because it has the potential to over project. Like I said, because that couple feet it projects, it's really loud. It really is. Almost club loud. You know what I mean? And this will get you the notoriety of the cologne guy real quick. Not in a good way. You know what I mean? The fucking guy wears too much cologne. He stinks. This will do it. So take it easy. If you're a young fella just starting out with your cologne, or not even a young fella, if you're just somebody starting out, but usually it's young fellas, I try this around the house. Maybe get your mom or a couple friends or something and learn how to wear it. Should do that with any cologne though, guys. Really learn how to wear it. That's a big problem in the community still, and I don't understand it. People still over applying or under applying. You know, I've seen that before too, where I mean, oh, that's a horrible cologne. It don't last long. It doesn't smell. How much you put on? I put a spray of it on. Well, then put 2 or 3 on. Try it then. If that don't work, put 3, you know, put 4 or 5 on. You know, most colognes are in a 3 to 4 range. This, the Authentic anyway, you could probably get away with 2, 3 if you're going out. yeah, guys, just learn to wear the cologne, especially ones like this that have the potential to choke people out, that have that potential to make you the cologne guy. Learn to wear them. And even guys like me who've been doing it for 30 years, sometimes I make mistakes. Still to this day. This being one of them. The other day when I wore it to work, I wore way too much of it. Luckily, with the moisturizer I had on, it was easy to wash off in the bathroom. But even I make mistakes, so it's not a rant or a fucking criticism on anybody. You know, sometimes you make a mistake. So just take it a little easy if you're going to be around people. Like I said, everyone can wear it every occasion. I wouldn't rock this in the dead of summer. I'm not a seasonal guy. We all know that. But, I mean, people like when they hear that information, and I will give it to you. I can't see this being a dead of summer, you know, July, August, where it's fucking 30, 35, 40 plus degrees. This is probably not going to do. Maybe one spray, that would be it. Even then, the leathery tobacco and the sweetness from the tonka, it just might be a little too much. You could wear it all the way up to the early summer and colder summer nights, to the late summer, but that couple months of, you know, July and August, where it's really generally, at least around here anyway, very hot, smoldering, and humid. You may not want to wear something like this. That's when you do usually crack out your aquatics and your citruses and shit. You know, aqua de geos and shit like that. You know, that's when you usually, you know, your Easy Miyakis. That's when you haul out that shit. But other than that, it's pretty much an all year round fragrance, except for a couple months. Another one I say that'd be a good date night fragrance, but go easy if you're going on a date. You know, it's a problem a lot of guys make still too. This is like, going on a date, gonna smell good. No, you're gonna stink the girl out and she ain't gonna want to fuck talk to you. Couple sprays, so she wants to get in close and she wants to smell you. She don't want to be overwhelmed by it. Or he. Again, I don't judge. I don't care. You do you, I'll do me. Live and let live. You know, all that jazz. So, anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. I gotta cut her off. Go back. It's fucking shot. So Christmas is coming. I'll be here. I'll be with a Christmas review. I said before, I'm wearing something that reminds me of Christmas. And it's not polo green, although that is the ultimate Christmas scent in my nose. But this is something that's pretty close. Reminds me of it. It's going to be a good Christmas scent. I'll come back with a Christmas review. I'm going to wear two, December 24th and December 25th. I'll come back with reviews on both of them. Just for fun, you know. Merry Christmas, you know, and all that jazz. Hey, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other.